Bruno, we can call it a much needed win. A much needed win.
Yeah, for sure.
How did you see not just this one, but the last game and the reaction to that game?
Obviously, the last game wasn't a good look for us. That wasn't a great display of basketball on our side, on our end. But I think that's the beauty of basketball. You always got the next opportunity. Today was one of those days where we had an opportunity to go out there and try to just figure out a way to gel better together as a team. Figure out ways to continue to find ways to just complement one another on the court. And I think the more we keep doing that, obviously now. New coach, sort of a different situation in a sense. So we're all trying to get acclimated to that new players camp, which is giving us great help right now. So much needed for us, obviously, but we got to continue to take one game at a time, and hopefully, the next game on the road we put a much better display of basketball and try to get a win.
Was that different you mentioned with the new head coach? What did he brought to the table?
I mean, obviously he's new. Everybody's different in a way, and he comes with his own philosophy. Coming from obviously Spain, Spain basketball a lot different than many other places. So I think just him being able to implement those things that he's done all throughout his career is going to help us a lot as a team as well. And obviously we're going to continue to use our talent and our experience as a player to just figure out ways to win the game. At the end of the day, we're playing basketball. We're not out there taking a 2 hours exam. You know what I'm saying? So we're trying to figure it out as we go. It's a process. We're going to try to continue to get better each day and trying to figure out ways to win games. Obviously, we don't want to lose those games the way that we've been losing them. But that's what it takes for us to continue to get better. That's what we're going to do.
Do you think that Spanish style that probably Coach Penjaroji will implement more suits you better, or?
Yeah, I think it's going to help us run. It's going to help us be faster. It's going to help us probably have a lot more possessions that we were having. I think Spain they like to play fast. They like to get out running and stuff. So I think that's something that's going to benefit us a lot. We got guys that have fresh bodies and stuff like that. We got to continue to take care of ourselves outside of the court to be able to go out there and execute.
How to stop Valencia? They are probably the team in the best form in EuroLeague currently. They have a specific style of play. Pretty much every player can shoot, everyone can shoot a three, can go inside. So
I think we just gotta go in with the mindset of executing our game plan. I don't think you gotta go into the mindset with trying to stop anything. I think we gotta try to go in with the mindset, like I said, to try to execute our game plan. The same way we gotta guard them, they gotta guard us. The game of basketball is a game of runs. They make runs, we make runs. So at the end of the day, it's gonna be about who is the best team in that specific moment, who is more locked in, who is being able to get more possessions, who's getting more rebounds, who's getting more stops and stuff like that. That's what the game of basketball comes down to at the end of the day.
We saw that today one of the biggest news from Greek media is that Džonsu will leave for Olympiacos. Do you see things like that? Does that affect you as a team? Do you talk about it?
I just found out. I have not seen it. I'm hearing it from you. I've kind of disconnected a lot from social media ever since I came to Serbia, to Partizan. It was a lot for me before, so I have not really been able to keep up with a lot of those things. I try to focus on the guys that we got in here right now. Tajriku is a great guy. We all love having him around, and he's been always a great help for our team. So I don't really pay no mind to any of those things that's being said out there. We're going to continue to count on him. He's one of our guys, and whatever happens, that's outside of my control. But I think we're just focusing on basketball.
Do you guys think you can turn around this season in EuroLeague? Do you have that feeling in the locker room?
Yeah, for sure. Everything is possible. I think it's still early in a sense in the season. We still got a lot of games to play. We're just now creeping into January, which is crucial time. I think it's just about catching the right momentum at the right time, and I think every team kind of waits for that and expects that out of themselves. So I think for us, if we're able to catch the right momentum right now and kind of just get going right now and be able to get some wins, especially on the road, the month of January we outside a lot, so that's going to help us.